Final meeting for 2019. We start the new year at Sha Tin with a feature race, the Chinese Club Challenge Cup. A very warm welcome to Racing to Win. We've got that and the other 9 races covered for you here today. I'm Andrew Lejeune, joined in the studio by Paul Lally, our form analyst, and race caller Tom Wood as well. Tom, and a particularly strong start to the new year as well.
It is, it generally is as well, Andrew. New Year's Day at Sha Tin, a good solid programme. Race number 7, the Chinese Club Challenge Cup, the feature. Looking forward to seeing Golden 60 if he can continue on his winning way. He's got a very light weight in that race against some seasoned campaigners. And new jockey on the scene, Tony Piccone, who has been described by his peers as strong, rhythmic and aggressive.
Which is the perfect segue, as always. Paul, what do we got, Jack?
Sounds like a synchronised swimmer, doesn't he? Look, 16 million we got going into the triple chair, so really good start there for the 16 million. If you can get a slice of that for the winning 10. There's also the third leg of the triple chair, races 6 and 10. We're seeding the pools there for the quartet. Putting $1 million in there for the quartet in the first 4 merged jackpot. So, yeah, sounds good, and we wish Tony all the best.
We do. He's got 4 eyes and a really good one in the first race to get things going.
He does, Colonel. He has the mount on that for Ricky Yu, so he couldn't have teamed up with a better combination to start off with, could he?
Absolutely fine. Ricky on to 29 winners for the season already. That's his total for last year. There we go. All right, so we move on to Sha Tin then. The horses won't be going round in the first event. Brave Power, replaced by Jiangxi Stamina, having his first start. Chad Scofield will be in the saddle for Chris So. Talk about him in a moment. And Hay Run goes round in race number 2, not replaced there in the second event. Race number 5, Hay Run is out. Leaves now a field of 11 to go around. That's a Class 5 over the 1,800 metres. Digital Triumph is out, replaced by Regency Poet. Alexi Bedell will ride him, and Simply Fluke will be replaced by My Family and Alfred Chan, of course, taking £10 off his back. And in the last race, Hello Beauty, get a bit of a chance to Hello Beauty as well, replaced by Chunghwa Spirit Ben So will be riding him. There we go, you're up to date as we move forward to the 1st, 2020. Meeting number 32 of the season. We're on the C course. All 10 races are on the turf. We start off with the Palm Handicap, Class 4 over the 1,200 metres, with Harbour Alert heading them. A 2-time winner of the distance, both of those, though, on the all-weather. Sky Treasure, 4th in the dirt behind Will Power last time out. Same race as Harbour Alert, in actual fact. Colonel, trained by Ricky Yu. Tony Piccone makes his Hong Kong debut, 3rd on debut. A good 3rd behind Valiant Dream. Dublin Star, Mission Start. And Jiangxi Stamina are the 3 debutants in the field. El Jefe, nice kick, and then down to Wonder Win. Peter Ho and Ben So from Barrier 4. It's been consistent, if nothing else, running 10th, 11th, 11th, and 11th. Jiangxi Stamina, Colonel, El Jefe, a nice kick. Are the horses that have been up at Chung Fa within the last 30 days.
Good to slow the prediction here, but I think with a horse like Sky Treasure in the race, you'll probably see it on the better side there of good with this contest. He might have a bit of a battle, first of all, with Dublin Star, but I think he'll ultimately prevail. Sky Treasure. United We Stand comes into this with blinkers first time, so maybe he can join the fray up front. Colonel should get a nice run behind them. Harbour Alert drawn wide, and El Jefe just behind them. Speedy Dragon, he's back in the pack there for Purton.
Well, blinkers back on him, but you can see he's going nicely here is Colonel. He's the one on the inside in the blue saddlecloth, so nice piece of work from him. Little Bird is racing later in the card as well. He's a lot higher rated as well, so pretty good from him. Here's one of the first starters, Dublin Star. He's the one closest to us. Goes nicely enough here, does Dublin Star. Joe Moreira doing all the work on him, and you can see the horse does go nicely here, so he'll be on debut. He's the son of Savabeel. And down the back straight, United We Stand. I thought we'd show this one because he's getting blinkers on for the first time and the tongue tie on, and he is working in those blinkers. I thought he's going better in them as well.
OK, all right, let's start off our search for the winner with Iron Boy. There's a few lightly raced, 3 making their debuts, but Iron Boy certainly not in that category. Start number 48 for him. This is at Happy Valley last time.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad run, was it, when with Iron Boy? It's interesting they're coming now to Sha Tin with him. All his last 4 starts have been at Happy Valley. He's run really well there. But now he's going to try Sha Tin. He's won at Sha Tin a few times before, though.
Yeah, 3 wins for him in his career here at Sha Tin. I thought it was a better effort there last time out. He seemed to stay on quite nicely, so he can prevail, and the Douglas White camp certainly in form.
They are indeed. Colonel then, let's have a look at his debut run. This was behind Valiant Dream, so it'll be the first ride here in Hong Kong for Tony Piccone.
It was a pickup ride on this occasion too for Alex Lai, because I think Regan Bayliss was supposed to ride him on this day, and Alex didn't do a bad effort with him. He stayed on okay. Top two cleared out, so he really was the best of the rest here. He had been trialling okay prior to that first up run, and he just settled behind them with some nice cover there, and I thought stayed on nicely at the end.
Yeah, up to 1200 looks good for him as well, the way he did finish off that race.
OK, another couple of horses here we've seen a fair bit of. Nice Kick and Harbour Alert. Down the field here, Harbour Alert. He's had a start since then, again down the field, but Nice Kick's in form.
Yeah, Harbour Alert isn't though, so I'm not really interested in him at the moment, but Nice Kick is. He's going pretty well at the moment. He doesn't win out of turn. He's only a two-time winner from his 30 starts, but he should get a nice enough run from barrier 5, and his run behind Gunner here wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, he's more of a dirt horse, isn't he, Harbour Alert? Nice Kick's been sort of there or thereabouts. It's a quite interesting race, actually, because it's sort of a compressed weight scale, 54 top-rated, sort of 127 pounds down to, 123 for the 11 horse, so there's not too much between them.
Yeah, and that was Power Max as well. He was just running past in the black jacket as a form reference, the horse that Iron Boy finished behind that race that we watched. Some of the first starters then, Dublin Star and United We Stand.
It was a tad slow out in his most recent trial. You can see he's just been shown the persuader there to Dublin Star over the final stages, but he did run on late. Joe's been on board for all of his trials. Manfred Mann actually purchased him out of the NZB ready to run sale for $500,000, so they paid a decent amount for him. I thought he's been quite green in his trials. Yeah,
he has. He's won 2 of them though. He's a big boy. He's 12, 25 pounds. Being by Savabeel though, you'd expect him to want longer in time, but look, he's showing some early speed.
That horse staying on late was Paul O'Sullivan's first start at one on the weekend, but that's too late for him now. Mission Smart is one of just the 2 trials for him. Now,
yeah, his first trial was very, very ordinary, but this is his second trial, and I thought it wasn't too bad. He wasn't really pushed out at all. He just finished in behind the place getters, and I quite like this trial from this horse. So there's ability there. He's 1,098 pounds.
I think he'll get back from gate number 8. He doesn't seem to have a lot of gate speed, but I did like the way he was held together over the final stages there in that trial, so I'll be keen to see what he does.
Happy Sebring was the horse winning that trial, and Wind and Grass, they punted on the weekend, ran second, so maybe that's a good reference, but Dublin Star, the first starter's favourite, Paul.
Yeah, I've got him in there for second. I'm going to stick with El Jefe. I've sort of had him in for his 2 starts, and he's been up in Chung Fa, and he's trialled quite well up in Chung Fa. He's going to come up a decent price. He's like 30s at the moment, so he'll be the long shot for the each way go for the meeting. Dublin Star, the first starter. Colonel in there for 3rd, and I'll put in the other first starter, Mission Smart, because I think there's ability there as well. 9547.
Look, I will take a chance with the first starter, Dublin Star for Joe Moreira and Manfred Mann. He's won his last couple of trials. He has been improving. He is quite green, but I think he can run a race first up. He is the favourite at 3.2. Probably wouldn't want to take anything shorter than 3's about him first up. Colonel goes in number 4, throwing an Iron Boy. And Speedy Dragon's interesting. Blinkers are going back on board. The blinkers actually came off before he won his first couple of races at this time last season. Maybe they opt to go forward from gate 11 with him. So 5, 4, 6 and 8.
I've got the same 4 numbers as you, Tom, but exactly the opposite order. I've gone 8, 6, 4 and 5. We've all got the 4 and the 5 though in the first there, so that might be a good starting point there for the Palm Handicap.